Hey, I want to show you a cool way to create discussion question paper cubes using FlipGrid. Now, the first thing you'll need to do is you'll need to actually create a grid in FlipGrid. So if you don't have an account, go to flipgrid.com and then create what is called a new grid. Now, what you'll do is I'm just going to put this down as this my English class. You have some different ways of signing up your students. You may want to check with your IT professional in your building on which way is better. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use the public PLC, and this is great for sharing outside your organization. I'm going to go ahead and not add a password, and then I'm going to hit next. Now here's what my grid is going to look like. I'm going to say all set. This is my grid. Now, a grid is basically a class. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 6 different topics or 6 different discussion questions. So right here I'm going to add a new topic, and we'll call this question number 1, and I'm going to say, what did you agree with from? I'm going to actually call this question number 1, and I'll add a question right here. I'll say, what did you agree with from the text? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to record a video of myself giving instructions. So I'll go ahead and hit record. I'm going to allow my camera to be used, and here I am. So I'm going to go ahead and record my video. Hello class, so what you will do is you will take a moment to look at what do you agree with from the text. Think about one sentence, one paragraph, or one word. Then what I'm going to do is snap a selfie, hit next, and here we go. We got complete. Now, what I would do is I would do this 6 different times. This is question number 1. I'm just going to hit create. And the beauty is that you have right here automatically a QR code. Now, you can download that QR code or you can right-click. I'm just going to go ahead and go into this template that I created. Now you could access this template on the blog post that you see on my blog at bergman-del.com, and you can actually paste, and so right here I have this particular QR code that I'm going to put down right there, and I'm going to fill up all 6 boxes right here and then print it out. Once you print out this cube, then you'll just cut it out along the lines here and fold along the folded lines and piece it together. Once you do that, you'll just want to make sure that these tabs are on the inside and just tape it up. And now what your students can do is they can play FlipGrid Discussion Cube. Students will then take their device and scan the QR code and listen to my video. Once they listen to my video, they can record their own video response and then go on and flip again. So this allows students to have a creative way of using FlipGrid, having discussion, and using it with technology. Now something else you could do too, if you don't like QR codes and you don't use FlipGrid, you could then instead just create a text box and put your discussion question right here. What do you agree with from the text? So it doesn't necessarily have to be a high-tech experience, but using FlipGrid really does take it to the next level. So one thing that you can do is you can actually use this template right here to print out QR codes and then use this and roll it so that students can have discussion questions. So right here I created this FlipGrid discussion cube where I took each QR code and I pasted it in each one of these different sections. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and I'm going to open up FlipGrid. When I open up FlipGrid, I'm going to scan the QR code. So if I'm playing this as a student and I roll it, what I could then do is scan the QR code on top. This is the same QR code, so I'm just going to scan it. And here you go. Here's the discussion question. Now what I can do as a student is listen. And then once I listen to my discussion question, I can respond below in the bottom right-hand corner where this plus sign is. I can also see text version of this instruction by simply hitting the book and the speaker icon, pressing play. And this is a new technology called Immersive Reader. What it'll do is it will read the question to you. So let me just go ahead and...
Question 1. Agree with.
There you go.
What did you?
So you can go ahead and do that very, very easily. That's how you can have students go ahead and participate. Then what they do is they record their question, hit this arrow up in the top left-hand corner, roll the dice, scan the QR code again. So I'm going to roll the dice, scan that QR code, and then go to another discussion question. So that's how you can enhance discussion through FlipGrid.